Let's see. Let me check settings. Did I remember to turn the delay on? I did. Fantastic. Okay. Little 2-minute delay there. What's up, fellas? My name's Ziggy. We got a game upcoming for OSS Season 6. I want to extend a thanks to RTX for inviting me to cast the game. I'll probably repeat all of this at the start of the game. But it's going to be Lycus Empire versus MrBubbsFanClub. But I wanted to go ahead and put the stream live and just see that everything was working properly. So while we are waiting for the vetoes to commence, we've got about 5 minutes. I did hear that train got updated, so we're going to hop in and take a quick look at that. And in that time frame, if anything comes up, anybody wants to pop into the chat and tell me, hey, Iggy, this, that, or the other thing is broken, then yeah, you got the opportunity to do so and make sure that we are good to go once we actually get in the game. So I'm going to pull up the notes here. Let's pull up the notes here. Let's see what we've got. Okay, fixed minor visual bugs and gaps in the world. Okay, the interesting part is widened opening on A site between hell and tunnels. Let's check that out. Widened opening on A site between hell and tunnels. Oh, this does feel a little deeper. It is also a little weird to me because I'm usually a 4x3 player, and obviously on 16x9 for the best viewing experience anyway. So this must be what it was talking about with the open shipping container door. I guess it's so that you can't tuck quite as hard in this angle. That makes sense to me. I mean, my first impression of this is that this whole area still feels very, very, very claustrophobic. I guess one thing worth asking is that in the Go versions of the map, you could throw a Molotov pretty easily to cover Olaf. It looks like they did widen this a little bit. Yeah, that's definitely way easier than what it was. Yeah, this is definitely higher up than it was on the previous version. So that is a good change. That's one of the things that I was looking to see if they would do anything with, because the movement in here is quite cluttered. And the reason that this train has felt so T-sided up to this point anyway, I think, is obviously the T's by default have a lot more space. But if you remember back in Go, like, people would play pugs on this map at a pretty high level, and you would have pugs that would go pretty even and even lead T-sided if the CTs were not well coordinated. Because if the CTs were not well coordinated, like, you have the blue train right here, like people would just fly out of Olaf and out towards E-Box, and they would just murk your guys on A site, and you wouldn't be able to really do much about it. Like, this guy's back here throwing pop flashes and everything. The difference with this version of train is that obviously you can still do that, but the difference is that the CTs had a lot more resources to be able to deal with this. You had this really oppressive angle from camera right here. That's kind of gone now. I mean, you still kind of have it with the open door here. The big one is that the blue angle just doesn't exist anymore, or Z angle rather. And then obviously back 6 has been nerfed into the fucking ground, right? With the removal of the ladder back here, this being closed up, and you've got it narrowed down to where the T's only have to worry about a few set sight lines. For that to be open, or to be able to get out onto the A site. Now, you had all of those sightlines get closed off, and you also had this lower door right here, which meant that your Ivy guy, this was super, super default back on the Go version of Train, is that this guy is coming here, he's throwing a Molotov here. He's throwing a Molotov here every single round, right? So it's like, if you had taken all of those resources away from the CTs, it's obviously going to be really, really hard to deal with. But it seems like they are looking to give back some of the resources that they've taken away and see if that helps. I don't know how impactful deepening this corner is going to be right here, because obviously you could still just get mollied out right here. But I don't know. Maybe it'll do something. Okay, so time is 9:28. We should have a couple of minutes yet before the vetoes go live. Were these barrels here before? I don't think they were. Pull the notes back up. I think this is new. Widened opening on a site between hill and tunnels. Added dirt and wetness onto crates and tarps where appropriate. I don't even know what that means, brother. Yeah, somebody in the chat can tell me if I'm being a silly Billy, but I'm pretty sure these barrels were not here before. So it's like, it's nothing at a tweet that I think was pretty salient about this new train, which is that if you had one Molotov for back here, all of the potential passive positions for CT were just completely covered, and you didn't have to worry about it. And the introduction of these barrels right here at least gives them something for these T's running up sandwich, so maybe it will help. Then over on the B side, I don't think they changed anything. Yeah, everything else looking pretty much the same. So, that's cool. I'm also really glad that they went ahead and announced the map pool change for the Austin Major and that all of the tournaments are kind of following suit. I really wish they would have committed to the bit with the double map pool change. You take out one of Dust 2 or Inferno, you put Overpass in, and like suddenly the map pool is in a really good place again. Assuming the CTs get to play the game, but I mean that's a separate issue. So, at any rate, we'll go ahead and tab out of the game, and it looks like the vetoes are getting started here. Now, with the way the Faceit UI works, I may not be able to get all of the details as to who's banning what, but I'm going to try my best to convey it to you guys as it's happening. Okay, so we've got the veto. It just popped up, fully completed. Lycus Empire bans Vertigo. MrBubbsFanClub bans Nuke. Lycus Empire picks Anubis, and MrBubbsFanClub picks Dust 2. The second round bans are Inferno and Ancient, and we get Mirage as our decider map if we need it. So, yeah, it's oops, all sandy maps, all orange maps. So, just waiting on the IP from admin, and we should be good to go ahead and get into the game and see how it unfolds. I recognize several of the names in this lobby. I've probably scrimmed a handful of them a couple of times across the last few seasons, but I'm not super familiar with either of them. So we're just going to jump right into it and hope to see some good Counter-Strike. These are all really solid players here. And I want to, again, extend a thanks to RTX and all the people that are making OSS happen and giving us some more opportunity to grind out some best of threes and actually flesh out some map pools a little bit with some of these community tournaments, right? It can be very easy to get pigeonholed into a couple of maps if you're just playing the best of ones across the regular seasons of Faceit and all of that. So the opportunity to grind out some best of threes, and especially for like new rosters, to be able to get a lot of reps before the regular season gets started as well. Things like this are really, really valuable. So big thanks to all the folks that are helping to make it happen. Okay, so the live tweet has gone out from our boy RTX. So we're just once again waiting on a server IP so that we can go ahead and hop in GoTV and okay. Let's copy that. Let's not have the console visible. We're not leaking IPs here today, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to apologize for the slightly scuffed stream. I mean, we're just gonna roll with it, and we're going to enjoy the game that's gonna be played out before us. Like I said, these are two solid teams that we've got in the server here. But I am not fancy with the production and everything. I've never really messed with the custom mods and all that, so keeping it very simple, stupid here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Doing a little bit of the good old link sharing, posting it everywhere. Gotta make sure that the fellas know the stream is live. I'm going to bring down the game volume just a little bit to save my own ears and hopefully save yours as well. Have not touched the OSS in a little bit. It looks like just based off of the graphs that my mic might be a little bit hot. Shunsky says, what the hell? First time chatter? I don't know, man. We got some Counter-Strike. It's going to be a grand old time. Let me know if my mic is a little bit hot relative to the game sound if I need to adjust it either way. Really, really laggy. Yeah, I was probably tabbed out. There is a 2-minute delay. Not that anybody would have problems or anything like that with tuning into the stream or anything of the sort. Oh, that's not good. Match has been canceled. Might have had some people having trouble connect to the server. I don't know if the update would have had anything to do with that. So, probably going to get the admins involved and, yeah, see what's happening there. Because there's good and there's not good. An empty server is not good. So laggy, need fix. Yeah. Isaac Blitz says, so laggy. Oh, that's, yeah, also good and not good. That. So, I'm going to stay tabbed in for the next couple of minutes, let the chat catch up. Duo cast. What, do we have two people casting the same game? Okay, got a new IP. Copying that. Shadow Wizard Money Gang, we don't leak IPs. Yeah. So I don't know what the deal with that is, Shunski, because I was just scrimming Tori yesterday with Nouns Female. So not sure. I don't know if there's two Tories. Back and forth. It's Zeke. Oh, it's Zeke. Yeah, what's up, brother? Shout out to Zeke one time in the chat. All right, well, we have 10 players on the server this time. Yasuke in the chat. What's going on, buddy? We got 10 players on the server, so it is already going better. So hopefully we'll get both teams readied up in the next 3 minutes and get live with it. Okay, yeah, we're going live. So, MrBubbsFanClub versus Lycus Empire. Oh, my bad. Quick tab out. Yeah, so this is Lycus Empire's pick. So they will get the choice of side as we see a lot of team killing going on in CT spawn here. Just gotta mop them up. It is always funny. This is a diff story? Okay. Yeah, it is always funny to see the approach if the teams just run it down mid, backs turn to the opponents and just get it over with, or if it all devolves into a deathmatch in the spawn of the team that's not picking the map side. But at any rate, we got Josu, Caustic, Ajax, Gon, and Dreza playing for Lycus Empire. We got Tori, Nova, Adam RS, Owen, and Easy. Easy? Easy? Somebody correct me. I'm going with Easy. But at any rate, Lycus Empire, MrBubbsFanClub, going live here on map 1 of Anubis. We've got 2 sets of utility with a P250 coming out and a fast split up through middle. Looking like it's going to be a fast play into the A-bomb site. We've got 2 CTs taking the space into A main. A lot of noise is going to be made, and the rotate might start to come out from the CTs here. The push coming in through the canal. But the A side is going to be compromised. The crunch is going to be coming out onto this one player up in Rugs. But the crunch is coming in from the A bomb site. And the kills are going to be getting mopped up in favor of the T side right now. Nova with a nice headshot on the Glock. Going to be leaving us in a 2 versus 5. The Rugs player found out eventually, but Drace has got a lot to do here with 3 Ts staring right at his position. The double triple swing comes out. And it's going to be a nice clean pistol round for Mr. Bubbs and his fan club. That name is a mouthful. I might wind up going with FB. MBFC. So it's a clean pistol round. And it's looking like a stack over towards the A-bomb site. There is a single flashbang here being juggled over to Ajax. And a likely push to come out here. But the MAC-10 is ready with a flash from the teammate up in Rugs. It's going to be a clean 1-for-1, but the information being given over to the T's. The bomb is going to get scooped and likely to rotate out. So Canals control and a MAC-10 collected, but it is a small consolation prize of what should be a clean round conversion here. Owen with the spray into E-Box. And Adam RS good for collecting the frags. Information on the last 2 now gathered as well, and the spray will come through. So often a tough position that CT says will find themselves in is this third round buy, where you're going to see a little bit of compromise on the grenades. You still have to get the helmets out because the threat of the MAC-10s and the Galils is still present. You don't have all the grenades to run all of the setups you might like to anyway. So a tough position to be in, but we'll see what they can do with it. The MP9, good for the close range engagements up in E-Bucks. Pretty standard default spread coming out here. The Molotov is going to try to serve to flush out some of this control from Josu and E-Bucks. The contact is going to be coming up through middle here. It's a game of positioning and a game of timing here. Flashbang comes out, and the step into window gives Gon the information that the crawl is starting to come out up through middle. Meanwhile, over at the B site, the information play is going to come out here. Josu going through the smoke with the MP9, you would think. Yeah, the flashbang comes out. It's a little bit slow, and oh my god, Owen hits the turnaround. Quick double kill, but meanwhile, the trades are going evenly as the kills come in over towards the middle of the map, but Ajax has got a lot to do here, and the MAC-10 is going to collect the kill, leaving us in a 2 versus 3 retake. Now, Gon is in a forward position here towards B main. The timing is such that the T should be aware of at least the possibility, but it's not confirmed yet. So Caustic going to look to pull some attention away. He'll eat the flashbang in the process. Has got to flush the player out in back sight, but Nova's good for it. Finds the kill, and now it's just a matter of locking it down, being aware of this possibility of the flank coming in from B main. The first kill will come through anyway, but the time is not going to be sufficient to go for the 1 versus 2. So Gon, he got the 3-piece. He's going to have to take the AK and just get out with his life. And you can see how tough the economy position is for the CTs now as we go into the 4th round here. It's going to have to be another save round. No investment coming out. It's just the AK that they will be playing around. And the Ts just get to ideally build up a lot of money and make it really, really difficult for the CTs to chain together subsequent rounds on a future buy. So a little bit of a bait with the USP from the AK, and some good spray is going to lead to damage on 2 players, but no kills confirmed. Meanwhile, the crunch is coming in through canals, but easy is good for the first kill. Gon will find a trade out in middle, and a second deagle kill coming out from the canals as well. Now, the B-bomb site is compromised, and the Ts are going to realize it and start to take the space. But Drazia is making it in from E-Box, and Tori good for the double spray down with the M4. It's going to lead to a lost bomb site, and a little bit of economic damage keeps the Ts from being able to fully build up the bank, but it will be a clean 4-0. Barring something very special from Gon here. Is walking in towards the back of the bomb site. He's been quiet to this point, so they're not aware that he can actually be out here. The first frag is going to come out into the Owen, and the second one onto Tori as well. Time is going to start to tick low. First tap on the bomb. Nova does find the kill. Low HP is going to be enough to convert it. So the second opportunity for Lycus Empire here to be able to find some rounds and hopefully start to chain them together, as once again, they're on full loss bonus, but they've had to invest all of the money here. The difference being this time is that they do have all of the grenades and full rifles on everybody to play with. A little bit of a HUD bug. Doesn't say at the top that Josu has armor, but he did in fact get the Kevlar. It's going to be another slow default spread. Not a lot of canal space taken for the Ts as of yet. Now the question is, does Josu get spotted out towards the side of Pizza here? Doesn't matter. Drazia, good with the op, is going to find the frag. And meanwhile, A space has been conceded as the rotate is starting to come in towards middle. Caustic has to be aware of the potential for the walkout here. He will turn around as the Molotov comes out onto pool. And Drazia is going to be good for the rotate into middle as well. No kill, but information confirmed on the lurk. And the counter flash comes out for Caustic to try to get some information on this walkout onto the A bomb site. He'll get the info, and the high-low setup is going to do work for him. As Caustic will find the first, Gone goes long, or goes wide, looking for the second and third, and it's going to be good damage onto Nova, but the trades will come out. Still a man advantage for the CTs as Drazia finds a second with the AWP, and Ajax will clean it up. So rifles will be dropped over, and despite the 4-round winning streak, the deaths that have been given over in the process are going to make it such that MrBubbsFanClub is not going to have the money to be able to get a full buyout here. They're opting for the Tech 9s, and this will be a great opportunity for Lycus Empire to start chaining some rounds together here. Now, you've pretty much got the polar opposite of what you had going on in the last round here, with the CTs gambling entirely off of mid. That's a strange drop from the chicken. And even stranger, just a blind Tech 9 spam through the smoke is going to find the frag onto Gun. So a man down, but a lot of information gained with this push-up under rugs from Josu. This could get potentially awkward here, as Tori's responsible for holding down the A main push. So Josu will spot the legs of the T's crossing up, and now Tori might just activate here. Josu not aware of it. He's jumping up into rugs, but jumping with the M4, it will secure the 4 versus 4. And Drazy's going to have a lot to do here, as he's going to have Tech 9s barreling down on his position. The leg will come out onto the first, but space gained and potentially access into the temple, but they're going to be running straight into camera. Drazia good with the AWP, but the swing is going to be coming out wide. Josu getting caught out in the reload, and easy with the picked up AK is going to bring us to a 2 versus 2. This would be disaster for Lycus to give away this anti-eco. But Ajax is going to be good for the kill through camera. And the last T position confirmed inside of Cake. Brought down to 1 HP by Ajax. Traded out. Down to the 1 versus 1. So not a good look for the economy for Lycus going into the following round. But it is at least a second round chain together. Looking for the AWP. Looks like he will find it. So Gone going to be a little bit low on the money, and thereby low on the utility over towards mid. But an active fight over towards B main, and Owen will find the first kill onto Josu. Ajax position is known over here in the corner, but the spray with the MP9 is just too good. A very quick double kill. The information secured. And yet more information conveyed by the T's making their way into the E-box. Tori's got the forward position, but they're aware of it. The rotate should start to come out here from Gun. And it will as he starts to gamble over the first step, coming out of yet another dink with the MP9, doing so much work in this round. But Drazia in a tough spot here. The Molotov is going to come out, and it's going to prevent the T's from running through initially. But Nova taking space up onto the bomb site. Ought to be aware of the second rotator coming into the bomb site, but Tori's actually going to find both of the frags from E-box, and it's going to be a clean conversion here, barring something crazy from Caustic coming in through the temple. They should be aware of the position at this point. Another nice flash bounced off the pillar there from Nova. HE on the bomb site's going to be a good for a little bit of chip damage, but Nova will find his first in the round as Tori picks up a triple coming out from the E-box. A big conversion, and it spells economic trouble again for Lycus Empire. looking like it's just going to be a fast rush into the A-bomb site. The gamble is over in mid off the start of the round. The steps are going to be heard, but the space is going to be taken. And the bomb site pretty much for free, entirely uncontested. There will be a swing through the smoke, but Caustic is going to go down. Easy good for the shot. Nova with one MP9 bearing down on his position. The spray's a little belabored as Adam RS will go down, but traded out nonetheless. And Gon is going to make like his name and run for the hills, holding on to the Desert Eagle for the next. Mac 10 wants his plus 600, though. He wants it. May yet just get it, as the knife is going to actually come out running up close. Easy is good for the trade out, though, and it will be a 6th round for MBFC. Bust on the CT smoke is going to come out. And Ajax has secured this forward position here in the canal. Will be a delayed crunch. As Caustic and Drazy are going to be walking their way in. Ajax good for the first frag. Up on the mid bridge. The Molotov from the teammate is going to do good to cover it. And he'll live to fight another day. Position compromised at this point. And Tori's going to be looking for him from the rugs, but Easy getting caught up by Drazia from A main, and Tori will hesitate. The player under A main, that is Caustic, getting spotted out here, and Tori should be good for the frag as he tries to fall away. But Drazia with the rotation out in due time. We'll catch one trying to make their way up main, and Josu is going to be good for catching the cross as well. So the bomb given up in mid, and Tori with it all to do. Very little to try to make it happen anyway. Just a single Molotov, an AK, and a Dream. But a good shot on the AWP. And information on the second as well, but Ajax will be there for the shot in the side of the head, and the third round will be found. And it is a round victory, but still yet some compromise on the bias. Caustic is going to be on an MP9 over towards the A side, but it might not yet matter. Is it the fast play up towards middle? Gone. Good for the first with the AK as well, but he's got Mortiz bearing down on his position. Good damage and information gained on the rest of the squad. The bomb being dropped at the top of T-stairs is going to slow any potential play down for the T's here. Can't back down from my prediction just because they lost a couple rounds. I did not see your prediction. And it's going to be a walk over towards the B bomb site without the bomb, which is a bit of a problem that Adam's looking to solve here by going to pick it up. Now, there's still a minute to play with, so plenty of time, but Drazia catches out the dry peek. So there was potential for something to be made of this round, but, I mean, Drazia just farming them up. Dry peek after dry peek into an op, what are you going to do? Josu not confirmed on the information, but just going with it, and his gut will be correct as he'll find Adam RS. And Lycus Empire making something of this half. Captured GG. Either of these teams looking for an org for the upcoming season? I would not know what to tell you on that, brother. Can tell you if you join the OSS Discord, I believe both of their captains can be contacted that way. That would be my go-to. mean, I got a main playoffs team. We're talking about a little bit of org support, but that's beside the point. We're not here to show my team. We're here to yap about some counter. And Josu's going to be good for the spam. Into the canals, through the busted smoke, Caustic swinging wide. Nice little double kill. And this eco will not prove problematic for Lycus. The first frag is going to get found over towards the B-bomb site. But Ajax in a good position, tucked back in the cubby, tag from the AWP. And a nice little 2 kill, just tapping him out with the A1. So MBFC with one more opportunity to try to at least make it a winning half as opposed to an even half. A little bit of compromise on the nades. Owen is just going to be down to a smoke and a flashbang, but still all AKs. Plenty of tool to be able to make something of it, so we'll see what the approach is. Looking like just a default spread off the start here. Lurk smoke will come out over towards the B bomb site, but it's actually going to be an aggressive play. Out through B main, 2 rifles being sent out, the information spotted. On Owen towards the back. Now, is Adam going to be ready to support as this push is starting to come in here? He won't. Josu will find the first. Adam will manage to trade it out onto the other player, though. But space still maintained for the CTs. The spam through the smoke is going to be good as Josu will find his second on the round as well. Drazia been really solid on the op up to this point anyway, but won't find that shot onto easy. And now we're playing some silly games inside of the smoke here. What are you made of, Josu? Will you find the third? Not quite, as Nova's going to be able to spam it out, but the last 2 CTs pushing through middle will be in a fast position to try to mount this retake. But information confirmed on both and enough space to be able to get the plant down and some good post-plant positions here. And the nade's starting to run low as Caustic's only got a single flashbang to his name. It's going to have to be the deathmatch into the B bomb site here. Nova's close. We'll collect the second as Easy collects the first, and it's going to be a 7-5 half favoring MBFC. Definitely a workable half, though, for Lycus Empire as they switch over onto the more favored T side. So we will go live into the second pistol round. Very important one for Lycus to try to pick up here to swing the momentum of this game back in their favor. And it's going to be an aggressive peek and push into the canals. Information by the footsteps will be conveyed. Lycus is orged. I don't believe Bubs is. Fair enough. Will be space taken out onto the B-bomb site. The triple in from E-box may not yet be expected, but Ajax is going to be good for the first. And we'll comment out as Gon picks up the second. And some clean trades out, risking the bomb, granted, but can't argue with a 4 versus 2 traded down into a 3 versus 1. Adam RS with it all to do. And he's even worried about a push through the temple at this point. So a very strong crossfire setup here on the B bomb site. The first will be found, but a very quick trade from Caustic. And a very important pistol round for Lycus Empire to pick up here. Josu used to be the IGL for that Snake's Den crapshoot, wasn't he? No comment. I'm not aware of any of that. Correct? Josu IGL'd from him? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, the NACS soap opera is definitely something I'm not too familiar. I'm just here to yap over the games, fellas. There will be a 5-stack over on the A-bomb site and a slow contact into an empty B site, so there will be no contact. Exec comes out, every nade perfectly placed, beautifully orchestrated, and a bomb site taken for free. So the rotate will start to come out in through CT. But Drazia here with the Mac 10 wants to farm a little bit of the money up, get his money up and his funny up to get the AWP out in the subsequent rounds. Nice little triple kill. will go a long way to making that happen. And I dig with the USP to come out, but all is traded out, all is well. And with 3 alive, Lycus will even the scoreline up at 7-7. Fruit Cup is with Boss, and the others found a good home as well. So as we saw in the first half, it is a slightly scuffed buy for the CTs on the first gun run here, because you do still have the threats of the MAC-10s and the Galils just doming you out with no helmet. So some counter flashes going to be coming out on the mid here, and Nova's good for the first spray onto Ajax, with information confirmed on the second and third players closing in on the mid doors as well. Owen is staying close here. The spam will not connect, but the Molotov just might. Nova is still good for the spray down, and we'll find the triple kill as well. Meanwhile, Adam RS over at the A-bomb site, fragged out by Josu with the MAC-10. But the trades may yet come in here. Damage dealt to both players and brought low. Nova running through. He's going to be looking for his ace here with the last player identified at the pool. Tori's going to steal it from him. But nonetheless, a very solid round in an 8th for MBFC. Yeah, Esports Shadow, this is a best of 3. This is map 1, and if memory serves, this is Lycus Empire's pick. So a slow crawl up towards E-Box here. Bit of a mixed buy with some UMPs and Tech 9s brought out for Lycus, and the deep smoke will buy a little bit of space for Easy for the time being anyway. He's wary of the possibility of some T's stacked up on the other side, and it's looking like it's going to be a crunch into the B-bomb side as soon as these nades start to tick down for MBFC. Molotov comes out, and so does the swing. Drazia good for it with the Tech 9. And Nova actually going to go down over towards Pizza as well. So Tori's got a lot to do. The running UMP is going to be good for it. The trades will come out. And Adam RS is going to be left all on his lonesome. And not a whole lot of money to take into the next round either. So save more than likely going to be the call here. He's fishing for a little bit of an int, a little bit of a troll from Lycus Empire, but it's not going to come to him. Can say from the teams I've worked with, most do not receive salaries. Big incentives is getting LCA for casting games and occasional help with travel if they want to play lands. Shout out to Lycus. Yeah. I won't be the last, and I'm definitely not the first to say that the money is not abundant at lower levels in NA. I mean, it is what it is, right? So scoreline equalized at 8-8, and a little bit of compromise on the buy as Tori is on an MP9. And Easy just a single flashbang to work with here. Now, Esports Shadow Current, are you guys org guys? Are you guys players? Nova. Spam is good onto Drazia inside of A main. And a reset into something of a default spread here with the 2-1-2. Oh, and looks like he spotted the shoulder out, but no damage going to be conferred onto Gon here. The walk is going to start to come up mid. The pop flash out from window is good, but Ajax good with the flick. And looking like a fast split onto the A bomb site incoming. The bomb is solo over in A main, so it might prove problematic, but Adam is good with the double spray down. He'll get caught up by Caustic through the smoke, but Owen with one more from middle. And the turnaround very nearly finds the second kill. Tori going to get Molotov'd out, but it's a 2 versus 1 retake on the A bomb site here. And no plant yet. It's Caustic. He wants to take the fight to them. The smoke bust is going to come out. Oh, it's a little bit too deep. And he's not going to spot Easy on the left-hand side. Could have got very ugly there for the CTs. But Easy will find the kill and convert the 9th. Keeping 2 players alive is going to be enough to drop the rifles over. And 1 player will be limited on the utility, but a solid buy. And Lycus, not broken per se. They could opt to get a half and get AKs out in the next, but it's going to be the force buy coming out here. And looking like a fast play over towards the A bomb side as well. The bomb is going to get tossed around a bit. Eventually put on the back of Caustic. And some steps made outside of A main. And BFC gambled off a mid. With the initial setup for the round, the exec is going to come in, and they're actually not going to opt to go through the smokes. They're going to concede the site and look to play the 5 versus 5 retake. Now it's going to be really heavy from storage here. Ajax and Josu going to have a lot to do here. As the flash is going to start to come in, and the CT bodies are flying out. Caustic good for one with the Galil and Josu as well. Cleanly brought to a 5 versus 3. And MBFC not going to be able to get anything done here. Gone picking up the 3rd with the AK as well. And Adam RS and Nova going to try to keep the rifles up, as that will break the money for the CT side here. The spray is good onto the first onto Ajax, but Adam getting hunted down, trying to run away. Looks like he may yet slip through this round with the rifle intact. Knows that there's one more close on top of him, but playing a little bit of ring around the rosy. In dig, will net him the rifle going into the next round. Shadow is the COO of Lycus. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, it is a 2-minute delay. Yeah, so the York side of it is really interesting to me. I know nothing about it, but I mean, I have some business administration knowledge from my real world job. So, what is LCA? Not to get too far off topic from the yapping about the counter. It's going to be a bit of a force buy around the 2 rifles. Josu's going to find Owen over towards the bridge. Nova with a dry peek over towards B main is going to find one onto Ajax. The bomb is making its way over towards B main. So looking to just use the numbers, as it is a 4 versus 2 on the B bomb site. Or at least it will be until Adam RS makes his way in. But the entry's beginning to come through. The peek out from Pillar is going to net 1 kill, but the trade's coming in cleanly from Gone and Caustic, and it will be the bomb site conceded. Tori making his way close with the 5-7 here. Might yet catch a little bit of a timing. Caustic's got the nade out, and Adam RS is good for 1 from CT as well. Suddenly the round is flipped on its head, and it's a 2 versus 1. Gone good for the first. But down to the 1 versus 1. Tori's got the Kevlar as well, and got the HP advantage. So time is going to start to tick low. The tap on the bomb will not bait out the peak. Gone holds his nerve and is tucked back into the corner. We'll find the headshot as well. So pretty scary for an anti-eco. But Lycus Empire will convert the 10th. And breaking the money of MBFC as well is going to leave them in a really tough position. So Josu hunting for some extra money. A few plus 600s. In the kill feed will come out. As the A side is conceded, the mid stack is for the most part cleared out. Adam RS getting one trade back, but just a Mackie and a Deagle to try to search for some additional damage here. LCA is a broadcasting company that broadcasts games for all of CS2 ESCA season. Okay. Been around for a couple of years for sure. So I assume then you're paying for licensing to LCA to like broadcast your team's game specifically? But at any rate, 11-9, Lycus Empire is leading. And essentially one more chance for MBFC to try to make something out of this map 1. Nova's got the AWP out. It's going to be a 3-stack towards B and a default spread for the T's off the start of the round here. Space taken up towards mid. And the rotate having come out from Tori here. May opt to smoke middle of mid to try to slow these T's down. The smoke is going to come into camera, and the wide swing is actually going to come out into Temple. Oh, and good for the spam through the smoke. On to Gone, and man advantage secure. Josu, at the minimum, getting the space, and the headshot on Tori as well is really big, as now Temple is a big worry. For Nova, an easy over on the B site, and it's just going to be a crunch onto the B site. Nova has to turn eventually to check this. The steps are coming out. Easy's completely isolated. The HE grenade is going to be really good damage on the 3 players coming in from B main. He'll verify the canal is completely cleared out. And this could get awkward. As Josu is trapped inside a Temple, the trades will come out. And Nova, the whole time, staying alive. Inside of Street, and the man advantage going in the way of the CTs. Nova good for 1 with the AWP, and swings through with USP as well. And MBFC still living to fight yet another few rounds. What are maps 2 and 3? Let's see. We are playing Dust 2 is map 2, and Mirage is the decider if we need it. So it is, oops, all sand maps today. Mid drop coming out quickly. MP9 spray close up is belabored on the second, but the first frag will be found. And going a little bit crazy with the push through the smoke there. Meanwhile, the B side is completely compromised. Gone and Josu making their way out, and the bomb is making its way over there as well. Man advantage secured with the frag on the easy being found. No smoke on the left side of B main. Will come out eventually such that the bomb can cross. And it will. The HE. Won't really do much for him there. And if you're on BFC, you have to go for this. And you're staring down match point and a really, really busted buy. If the round doesn't go your way, and Adam's going to try to make something of it, but only good for a 1-for-1, as Nova is going to be left all on his lonesome. Owen going down. Really one of their only potential win conditions for the following round is going to be saving the AWP, but Noah's going to go down with it. So map point secured for Lycus Empire on their own map pick. And MBFC in a really, really tough position to try to make anything of it. That is correct. They stream our matches on the Org's Twitch, so it helps our numbers in return. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, $400 a season is... I mean, I don't know how that compares to, like, prior numbers in Go or anything like that, or if there were any companies that were doing that during Go times, but... Oh, this timing might get ugly as Josu is going to be scaling close on the door as Nova is turning around, trying to fumble around with the nades. Owen is good for the trade out anyway, but the Molotov onto his position, and Josu full running with the AK. Just a Counter-Strike 2 moment certified. And it will leave Adam RS completely on an island over here on the A bomb site, but the T's are all coming from the same angle, at least for the time being. The flank will come in from A main. Caustic finding the kill in his side and a 4 versus 2 for the first map. Oh, the steps running through a main. Tori's just going to go down. And it's all formalities at this point as Josu is going to find the final kill of map 1. Anubis. Lycus Empire securing victory on their own pick. And after a short break, we are going to be coming back with Dust 2 for MBFC's map pick. Going to take a quick break and see you guys then. A little tab out, a little unmute in OSS. And, barring a couple of players connecting to the server, we should be going live shortly with map 2. And I was informed for any future cast that GoTV has the delay built in, so the stream delay is superfluous and has just been serving to greatly delay the chats, or my attempting to engage with the chats that have come out so far anyway. So sorry about that. Will be fixed for future streams. Who won map 1? Lycus Empire picked Anubis, and they won it 13-10. Now we move on to MBFC's pick of Dust 2, and we have a decider map of Mirage if we need it. About a minute's already up. Hopefully not a run back of the previous map where they had to cancel the match, issue a new IP, all that nonsense. I guess a couple of guys had trouble connecting. So Ajax is in the server, and we should be good to go shortly. Now the ready-ups will come up from both teams. We'll have a nice little quick knife round. MrBubbsFanClub will get to pick their side of choice, and we'll be right into it with map 2. If you're just now joining us, hi, my name's Ziggy. I play a lot of Counter-Strike. Sometimes I yap about Counter-Strike. We've got Off-Season Shenanigans Season 6, wonderful community tournament put on by RTX and a handful of other lovely people as well. And we are in the playoffs here. It's round of 16. It's Lycus Empire versus MrBubbsFanClub. If you did miss the first map, was a very solid game on Anubis. Lycus Empire narrowly winning it out 13-10. So now MBFC getting a chance to prove their mettle on their own map pick. Some shenanigans in the knife round here. But Lycus will get their choice aside. It looks like they will be opting for the T side of Dust 2. Certainly. Not a map that it should surprise you either way on, honestly. We're going to have 2 utility sets coming out here. For Lycus at the start of this round. Drazia with smoke double flash. Josu having dropped the P250 over to Drazia and picking up a smoke and a flash of his own. And we're going to get a pretty standard default spread here. With a 3-2 split from the CTs and sort of likewise from the Ts as well. Easy jiggling into upper tunnels here. He wants to try to get active and get some information. Perhaps a little bit later on in this round, but not to be just yet. Definitely doesn't want to walk into 4 Ts setting up into tunnels. With no information conveyed. Not sure what he might be jiggling into here. Flashbang is going to come out from mid, and it's actually going to draw Easy's attention away just at the right time for Caustic to start to get active from the tunnels. And it's going to be a clean mop-up inside of the B-bomb site. The plant is going to go down, and the retake entirely coming through from CT. Adam RS going to get left alone once again here. A couple of good shots with a P2K. The aim is definitely locked in, but what are you going to do with 3 Ts swinging your way? Drazia will pick up his second on the round, and the pistol round's going to be converted for Lycus. So it will just be the clean full eco. And it didn't seem like Josu had spotted much information out from the mid spot, but I mean, with the 4 running down Cat into a couple of Mac 10s, it's straight into the meat grinder, and it's a very quick second round. And having kept 5 players alive, and having opted for MAC-10s on 4 of their players anyway. Going to be looking for a bonus round to really get the economy rolling. And be a little bit too much to handle for MBFC. It's going to be a brawl out towards long. The flashbangs are good, and the MAC-10 spray is better as Josie's going to find the first. Tori, it's getting awkward inside of the smoke. He's got Tees surrounding him. But they may not be aware of his position inside of here. Running through the smoke is going to find one in the second as well. Is he ready for the third bit? No, Drazia will trade him out. But likewise, Adam RS from the site will secure the man advantage, and Owen with a little bit of a 1v1 versus the other MAC-10 here at the mid door. But we'll opt to play it safe. Man advantage secured, but a lot of space given away from the CTs. But they're ready for Ajax to be ready, lurked up onto Cat. And the rotation has come out from long, but the jump spot through mid is going to confirm the information. And now Gon has got a very hard 1v3 ahead of him. With 2 guys up here on the catwalk, the first shot will not come through as Nova will confirm the first round for MBFC. So, no harm, no foul. 4 MAC-10s coming out on that round for Lycus. They'll go ahead and get the full buyout with the AKs. And having, quote-unquote, only kept 3 alive in the previous round. They're still going to have 1 on a compromised buy of an MP9. That's easy here in middle. And very low money across the team, so it could get ugly here if Lycus are able to find the round conversion. But looking like a clean 5 versus 3 to start out. Don't mind my GoTV arrows as the trade will come out. And once again, keeping 3 players alive. MBFC is going to find a second and equalize us at 2-2. With a third likely forthcoming as Lycus will be broken on the money. Having spotted out the 1 player over towards Suicide, the Molotov will be coming out to stop any rushes towards the B side, all very standard stuff. And it's going to be a crawl potentially through the mid smoke. There is 1 flashbang on the player on top of mid, that's Josu, so the flashes are going to come through, it looks like in short order here. You got 2 Ts here. Potentially to mop this up, but full blinded by the first flash is easy. He's going to find the first spray down. Trade it out, and a couple of extra kills coming through with these P250s, but will be converted. As expected, albeit with a couple of rifles going down. A good little bit of economic damage, but nothing to fret about, as MBFC will take the lead at 3-2. Some dropped rifles will come out, and Owen looks like he forgot his rifle in CT spawn. That might prove to be a little bit problematic, as Draze, you're looking to probe with a bit of a fight over towards long, but not going to commit to it. A more default spread here, with the boost coming out into lower as well. Oh, the timing of the smoke pulling out and the flashbang coming out onto Adam RS. He's going to have a lot to do here. Tori may yet be able to rotate in time into support. The spray is going to come out a little bit wild, and Caustic actually going to find the second kill onto Tori as well. Some man advantage secured and a very fast split going to be coming out into the A-bomb site. Ajax good for 1 as he goes down to the CT molly. But a 1-for-1 trade with a man advantage situation is going to be good for the round, as Easy and Nova are going to be backing away and saving the rifles. So we stay more or less dead even. It's going to be 3-3. The loss bonus is going to be enough such that these 2 CTs, should they both live, and they likely will be able to drop over rifles to their teammates, and we'll still be looking at another full buy. So an opportunity yet to equalize, but the money is going to be pretty shaky for them after those rifles get dropped and the buy comes in on the following round. Potential at least to break their money and really start to get some rounds rolling here for Lycus Empire. So looking like some more active play over towards long. Running through the molly. Drazy is going to be good for the first. The long space is going to be conceded. They're going to reroute towards Cat to try to maintain some control over the map anyway. The flashbang over through mid is actually going to blind his teammate. So the jump up onto Xbox, not heard, but perhaps intuited. Nova may or may not yet be ready for Caustic to be as close as he is. Swing is going to come out, and oh, pulls the nade out right as the peek comes in. And just like that, it's a 5 versus 2. And Dory's going to be in a really rough spot here. Actually trading places with one of the CTs. Adam's good for the cover. But the random spam is going to find Tori. The information should come out here that he was close in the smoke, but Drazy not quite ready for it. Maybe not calmed in time. The swing through the smoke. Ajax will find it despite getting down to 1 HP. Actually, exactly 1 HP. And as we saw at the start of the round, the buy was a little bit precarious, and now the money completely broken for MBFC. Lycus in a really good position to be able to string a couple of rounds together here. And all 5 making their way towards the B-bomb site. It's a Dust 2 classic. When in doubt, rush B, but Nova may yet see some more doubt spamming through with the P250. Is going to be good for one. Owen good for one of the tunnels as well. Caustic to trade. And to secure the information that there's nothing coming from middle, at least for the moment anyway. The smoke down in tunnels is going to stuff the retake potential here. As Gone has got a smoke to further block them off. So a rifle to be recovered. And a good buy to be had in the next round. And perhaps the biggest victory, Owen's got a Molotov. May not yet keep it as there's some spam going on through the mid door. Oh, the HE grenade might just dunk on him. He goes down. Caster's curse. You hate to see it. And Adam trying to get a little bit silly with it, dropping into CT spawn. Won't net him anything, but no harm, no foul. He will have a full buy in the next round, as will the rest of his team. So the long fights have been pretty good for Lycus up to this point anyway. Usually pretty favorable. We'll see if they wind up making use of it again. Ajax has got the good spawn for it. Looking like a little bit more of a default spread, but Drazy is here with a couple of flashbangs for him to take this pick. Actually, Ajax has got the op here, and he's just going to scale out with it. No contesting from the CTs at all. Nova on a pretty favorable angle, you would think. Oh! Missed shots both ways. And the op will get traded back to Drazia as expected, and the repeak out from Nova is not going to be good. As he'll go down, and Drazia able to secure all of the space posted up on this long sight line here. Might get a little bit awkward for him as Tori has made his way behind the single box, but Josu with a good shot on the AK. Leaves Adam with it all to do, and shot in the back of the head from Gone. The bomb is going back over towards long, looking to collect the frag on the flank there. Don't know if information was conveyed that that was coming out. It would seem so with Gone being in this position. He would have heard the footsteps, but Easy's left on his lonesome. He's going to have to run once again. And Lycus, this has gone from a decent to looking to shape up to be quite a good T-half for them. Because even with the loss bonus, best case scenario is Easy's going to be able to drop one rifle over if they want to go for the force buy here. So either a broken buy or another Rico to be had. And Lycus can continue to run the bank balance up. one little exit frag to be had, but it's a small consolation prize. Given that the scoreline is starting to show a bit of spread, and it may yet get larger. So a stack on the catwalk at the start of the round. And Ajax, once again, he's got the long spawn. They drop the op over to him, let him go for this pick. And it's going to be the meat grinder once again at top of middle and cat. The trade's going just about as you'd expect. Lycus to this point keeping 4 alive in the round, and they will convert it with Gone finding the final shot. And with 2 rounds of play left remaining, MBFC with a lot to do. They do have the full buy that will be coming out here in this round. And Drazia with the good spawn over towards long this time. So he and Ajax maybe looking to take the space. It is going to be Drazia solo with a single flashbang, but it will be a triple long setup off the start. Taking a little bit of ticks inside the molly. And we'll see this optal once again. Nova versus Drazia went in favor of the former the last time, and it will once again. Very clean shot onto the corner. So looking to pull a little bit of attention away from the potential cat split, and they're going to be entirely successful. Adam RS has rotated completely out of the A bomb site. Tori's got the long space to potentially mount some retake. But all 5 players going to be making their way up onto the cat in short order. Owen's actually got a little bit of a flank going here. Will be traded out. And Adam RS realizing what's happening will start to rotate back in from CT, but position is compromised, as is the bomb site. The plan is going to be going down uncontested here. And if you're MBFC, do you just go ahead and opt for the save? You've got, I believe, full loss bonus at this point. So would be able to get one final buy up into the last round of the half. Easy. Looking for a way back in, but Drazia says no. The op shot will come out, and now these 2 remaining players, they've got to save if they want any shot in this last round. Tori looking to just death match it out up here from long, but yeah, there's nothing to do here. The flash is going to be too deep. The swing is going to come out from long. And Drazia would love to take this rifle off of Tori's hands. Not sure if the cross could have already happened into T-spawn, so he's not going to over-aggress. Tori will be able to keep the rifle going into the last round. And the buy not entirely broken, but lacking some of the nades and probably an MP9 on one of these CTs as well. It's going to be tough. The Dust to a map that has gone back and forth over the years, in my opinion, leans somewhat D-sided, if for no other reason than the economy being so hard to deal with from the CTs. But even still, having converted the first gun round and a couple of subsequent rounds, going from that to a 9-3 half in favor of Lycus here, they're going to be really, really happy with this if they do convert the last round. But Owen has got other ideas. He'll find the double kill over towards long, and the bomb is actually dropped outside of Longhouse. That is unconfirmed information, but Owen may yet go forward and find it through here. And the bomb does get spotted out. So the kill is actually going to come through from mid, and the death ball is going to make its way out into middle. But the bomb still has to be recovered, and Owen from Suicide is actually going to find the headshot, his 3rd kill on the round. And reinforcements have arrived in the form of Tori as well. So we've got some weird rotational games with Josu making his way through the B bomb site. Easy depending on the timing. He's walked forward. He might not hear this, but he will find Gone at the top of mid. And now Josu. His position is not confirmed, but can be intuited. And just about all the possibilities are covered. Owen's going to spot him out. Would love to get his 4th in this round here. Some huge impact in the last round of the half. He'll find it. And a 4th round for MBFC as we go to halftime. So straight into it. Second half, Lycus on the CT side. MBFC on the T side. Very solid opening half for Lycus, but it is MBFC's map pick. And a pistol round going their way here might bring us yet to a very even scoreline, but it's actually going to be a crunch into the B tunnels at the start of the round, of the trades are going to favor Lycus. Josu looking to clean it up with the dualies. The spam is going to come out. And actually, it's going to come down to a 2 versus 1 here. Josu, don't get too aggressive with it. May yet throw it away. But now the crossfire is set up here as Caustic has arrived. The bomb is secured, and the information known on the last T as well. Easy with it all to do here. He's got the Kevlar. He's got the smoke. So possibilities of recovering the bomb here. But a small gap will give Josu the information. And Caustic will find the spam with the USP. It's a 9th round for Lycus. And that is a gut punch if you're MBFC here. Solidly on the back foot on your own map pick here. And what do you even do? They'll opt for the save and to get the AKs and limited grenades out in the 3rd round of the half. And just looking for some damage, a plant potentially. Anything that might soften the blow and give them a little bit of space to try to mount the comeback on this T side. So space to be taken up towards Cat. Drazia, a lot of targets to choose from. He's got the cover from inside the bomb site though. Gone is good for it with the M4A1. Some good spams coming out. And it is just easy. All by himself. Ajax jumping up with the MP9. We'll confirm it as we go 10-4 here. It might be the most important round of the best 3 up to this point for MBFC as the AKs and the full grenades come out. Now, Dust 2 being a map with a lot of longer ranges, the MP9s, there is some greater potential for some mismatched gunfights with the AKs versus the MP9. It's going to be full blind and a bounce off of his body for the Molotov as Ajax looking to see what was going on over towards long at the start of the round. We'll have to give the space up. Mid information gained, and the walk-up will net a headshot for Nova. Gone trying to trade it out. And if they're paying attention to the nameplates, they'll know that Owen was not alone up there, but the fall-off is going to be coming towards long. And loving the death ball towards long, and now barreling back up Cat for the CTs. It's going to be a 4 versus 4, complete brawl up on the A-bomb site. Ajax playing forward. He's got some cover from his teammate inside of the bomb site. The kill is going to come out for the MP9. Easy's good for the double, and we bring it to a 2 versus 2. Timing potentially to be had through the smoke. Drazia makes his way over to Gandalf. Josu looking to pull a little bit of attention away, and some good damage with the grenade as well. But Drazia position given away with the peek on the other side of the simple smoke. The Molotov is going to come out onto the Cat. The plant should be coming out here. Josu instantly falling away after the last time he took contact and is rerouted to long. He may not be ready for this. Nova's going to go down, and it's a 1 versus 1 inside of the bomb site. Josu versus Easy. The arm spotted. And a nice headshot from Josu is going to secure the 11th for Lycus Empire. So a huge round secured for Lycus Empire, and I mean, once again, the money is in a really, really bad position for MBFC. They're going to be opting for the pistols. They're going to be grinding it out and attempting to play for the overtime here, barring a miracle on this full eco. It's not even a hero AK. It's a hero Galil, ladies and gentlemen, from Owen, and straight into Drazia's crosshair. Not in this lifetime. So a contact play to be had up towards Cat here. It's actually going to be a drop into CT spawn, but Ajax is ready for it. Peeking wide, we'll find one. The trade out onto the A-bomb site. But for the most part, cleaned up. Adam RS on his lonesome and will not be able to do much with it. It's 4 alive, and it is series point for Lycus Empire. So the full buy is going to be able to come out here. And Nova, what are you made of? He's eyeballing the mid drop. Might be one of their last chances to try to make something of this second map, and it's actually going to be the push into underpass, and he's not seen it. Drace is going to be close here with the AWP. The shot is actually going to go straight through him. Looked like the crosshair was on him, but the kill will not come through. But the push in from upper tunnels will, as Gone goes 1 for 1. But the nade landing right on drop of Easy Skull. And the cover is good from Ajax in lower tunnel as well. Looking like formalities at this point, as Adam and Nova want to try to make something of this 2v4. They want to find the first fight into lower. The trades will go out 2 for 1 anyway. With a minute 14, he's got some time to play with, does Nova. But in the crosshairs of Drazy, you would think, but the op duel will go in his favor. And now a 1 versus 1 here. It's just a matter of sussing out where this last CT is, looking to see if he can find a gap here. No noise having been made by Caustic down at CT spawn. He may not be ready for the scale up. Oh, Nova. Crosshair in the right position, and the spray will come through as Nova extends play with a 1 versus 2. And I can't stress enough how fragile the money can be for CTs in the current state of CS2. As with 4-round victories in a row and a singular loss, we're on not a broken, but an odd buy. As Josu is going to be left with just a 5-7 and a single smoke grenade to work with, but the double op setup is going to come out. So Ajax boosted, looking for this lower pick. Shot's not going to connect. Now, having gambled off long and not heard anything over there, do they start to realize that this play is going to start to come in for the B side? Josu is good for 2 with the 5-7. And Caustic has made his way through the smoke. The spray is going to come out, and they're lining up for him. But Tori manages to trade it out. The rotation's starting to come in, but Drazy is good for it with the AWP. Tori's all on his lonesome, and Gone is going to find the final kill of the best of 3. As it's a pretty quick 13-5 and a 2-0 victory for Lycus Empire, making top 8 at this point in OSS. It's a really, really solid game. Drazy having a lot of impact on Anubis, but Josu actually standing out to that point on Dust 2 anyway. A really big double kill on a limited weapon, the 5-7, to open up the final round for him. So, at any rate, that's going to conclude the stream for this evening. I want to thank everybody who's tuned in. And I've said it a couple times before. I will say it again. Big thanks to RTX and everybody at OSS for putting on this tournament, making it happen. And as we get a little bit deeper into this playoff bracket, may yet see you again for another cast. My name's Iggy. I'll catch you.